Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys today about, well, Love is Blind, episode 8. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is freaking crazy. Wow. Wow. I did not know episode 8 was going to come with all the smoke. I did not know episode 8 was going to come with all this kind of smoke. I wasn't ready for what Jackie was bringing to the table, baby. Jackie, why you do this to our boy, baby? Have a boy up in here in the class like this. Old boy was like this, telling me that his life was over. Listen, I feel for the kid. You know what I mean? I feel for the kid. But I must say, I must be truthful. I must be truthful. She's not the only one. Oh, she's not the only one. No. She's not the only one. I told you guys about our boy Marshall. Didn't I tell you? I told you about Marshall. Okay? Because Jackie's not the only one in the situation. Marshall ain't innocent. How you going to tell me I thought you were a project? How you going to tell me that Jackie is a project, and you knew that, and you still chose her? So I'm going to have equal smoke today for both Jackie, and I'm going to have the smoke for our brother as well, because there's no way you're going to tell me. Okay? There's no way you're going to tell me that you know that somebody is a project and you're going to try and make it work. You just as bad. Right? You just as bad. You need to learn to stop trying to save these. I told you about this. We ain't jumping walls in 2023. But you was out here doing the very thing that I said we shouldn't be doing. And then Jackie, to question his manhood and his masculinity because he's not so aggressive that you're actually turned off, that you don't even want to have sex. And then you want to gaslight the situation by saying it's him that doesn't want to have sex. You telling me this boy here don't want to have sex with you? Is that what you're telling me? You telling me that this boy don't want to have sex with you? Is that what you're telling me? You are telling me outright that he don't want to have sex with you, right? That he's the one that's actually turning you away. Wow. Are you sure, sis? Come on now. Come on now, sis. Okay? Come on now, sis. Okay? All right? So if you're telling me that that's the reason why y'all ain't having sex, because he ain't aggressive enough, that ain't a him problem. That's a who problem. Okay, so we're gonna break it all the way down today because there was a lot of madness. We had a bit more madness with also Kwame and Chelsea. I don't know. It feels like Kwame's making all the excuses he can now to get out of this relationship. With Chelsea, which is another interesting situation too. This is a lot going on, I think, in some of these couples as well. Obviously, Bliss and our brother Zach. It feels like she gonna make Zach remember that I ain't second best, and I gotta let you know. But do you remember a time where we fell in love? That's how I feel like with them. So that's a nuts thing as well. Uh, um and there's just a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on, like with other couple. But Brett and obviously Tiffany seem to be going well as well. Had a good conversation in the right direction. He's definitely freely sponsoring Nike on here as well while they're at it. So that was also nice to see. And then obviously the last but not least, I guess, obviously Paul and Micah. He met his parents, and he met her parents, and they seem to be very, very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so we gonna break it all the way down. We're gonna start off strong, like I said today. We're gonna start it off strong today. Okay. So and then obviously, sorry, I forgot one important piece. Micah's friends are mad. Okay, they are mad. Okay, listen, they are mad. And I can see why Micah's also mad. Okay, all right. I can see why Micah is also mad. Okay, because your friends, who are they? Why are they so rude? Right? Why are they so rude? Why are they so destructive? Especially the one girl. That one girl, I don't get it. No wonder why you chose Irina as a friend and why she backstabbed you in the back. What the hell? You keep friends like this, you're gonna be single for life. You keep friends like this, you're gonna be single for life. You continue, Sha. You will be single. When will you marry? When will you marry? Oh, you'll be single forever. Oh, I don't get it. It is what it is. So we're gonna break it all the way down. Listen, if you're new to the channel, do me a massive, massive favor: like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, already know what it is. Don't forget, it's a flag on the play. Okay, a flag on a play. If you don't actually get in here, like the live, share it with somebody, okay, as well. Okay, flag on the freaking play. We don't want to see it. Okay, don't let me whistle. Don't let me get at you. Don't let me do it. Don't let me do it. Don't let me do it. Flag on the play. Okay. All right. So make sure you guys like the live as well. We appreciate you guys. All right. Cool. Let's get into something. Let's get into something. Oh my God. Whew. Boy, it's mad in the dunya. All right. Let me bring my thing up. Sorry about the last video. The last video got my last video actually got blocked, and I tried to upload it again. I edited it and it still got blocked, so I can't upload it, unfortunately. I know a lot of you guys wanted to watch it, so if you don't watch these shows live, they're probably gonna get blocked, because if I keep using videos in them, they're gonna get blocked. So whilst you're here, enjoy it, because of the replay, it might not be here. You understand what I'm saying to you? All right, because they're out here blocking all my videos when I put videos in it. So yeah, we're gonna try and be sensible today about it, but they keep blocking stuff today. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is when I put videos in it. So I'm gonna try and be sensible with that situation. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's talk the big couple. Let's talk Marshall and let's talk Marshall and Jacquelina. Let's get into it. Let's not waste time. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it, because listen, I can't remember half the show. I watched it the other day and I can't remember half of it. So that's why I was playing the clips. I was like, yo, I need to watch this clip, because I can't remember half the stuff that was happening. But let's get it going. Let's get it going. Okay, cool. All right, coolie, yoli. Okay.
You better fix it. Is that not me being aggressive? You better fix it. I'm testing you right now. Is that not being aggressive? I told him I wanted him to be more.
Okay, so the whole argument around the aggression comment. So there was a comment made by Jacqueline. She wanted to talk about how there was an argument between the two of them. She wanted him to be more aggressive. Okay, she wanted him to be more, stronger in the way, in the way that he handled things. Right now, I think the biggest thing here we've got to say is there is two aspects to this, right? But let's keep it real for the first one. The problem we have here is the way that Jacqueline sees masculinity. Okay, that's the first problem. Her idea of masculinity is warped. Okay, her idea of masculinity is warped. And I told you guys I hadn't even watched all these episodes, but I told you in the very first episode when I said about the fact that she was going between Josh and Marshall, they were two different men. They were not the same type of man. The fact that she had a choice between Josh and Marshall was the biggest problem, because the two guys are so different, and Josh being the kind of guy that she usually goes for, it's amazing how even with a wall, even when you can't see them, she still managed to choose a guy, or at least consider a guy who is very similar to her actual normal type. Right? And so when she was considering Josh, notice how we called out earlier on in the episodes as well about how she utilized Josh to end up almost fighting. Utilize Marshall to almost fight Josh. She gave information to Josh, and in a way that kind of incited him to try and go up against Josh. Right? She incited Marshall in a way that would get him to almost fight Josh. She instigated that. Right? She did that. She wanted that. Because again, it was about again, the proving of the masculinity. It was about, again, that aggression that she liked. It was, again, about that that prowess, that assertiveness, wanting Marshall to almost prove himself that he ain't no pussy. Excuse my French. Poussoir. Yeah? And she wanted that. Right? And that's why the situation between Marshall and Josh almost happened. And the reason why Josh fell for it is, again, because his needs to be feeling like he has to be worthy. Because he needs to feel like he's worthy, he considered what she said and took it on. I'm not about to get in another man's face for a gal. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, you're not my gal. I'm not about to get in a man's face for another gal. You understand what I'm saying to you? If that other guy is trying to court you or date you, I'm not about to get another guy's face. Yeah. The moment I have to get into another guy's face when we're in a situation when it comes to the fact that we're not even together, and you want me to fight somebody, another guy, you're mad. You are mad. Your mind is losing it. You are losing the marbles, mate. You are losing the marbles. You understand it? Yeah? That's what I was saying. Yeah? That's it. Yeah. Incorrect. I'm never going to do that. And the reason I'm never going to do that is because you have to understand that that this became an aspect of manipulation. Now we can look back at it. I didn't want to say it straight away. I didn't want to say it straight away. But I knew that it was an aspect of manipulation, but I wanted to wait to see it play out. And then we see now it really was an aspect of manipulation. What she wanted him to do was to stand up to Josh, prove himself that he's a man, and that you are a man with you have chest, you have arms, you have muscles. Show us you have something. You understand? Yeah, she wanted him to show something. Okay, so I said it at the time. I said, why did she tell Marshall what Josh had said at this given time when they're going to go back into the house? Why? Why did she tell him that at a time? Right? Right, we're gonna deal with Marshall too because he got problems. So, but I wanted just to break that down first and foremost. She knew exactly what she was doing because she knew what kind of man she also had. You know, okay. So when Marshall decided at that point to show that he had chest and he had muscles, that he had the gorilla silverback strength, and went into that house, we saw how amped he was. We saw how pumped he was. We saw how aggressive he was. We saw how he called out Josh. You know, we saw how he moved. And the reason why he moved that way is because of what Jackie had put a battery in his back. So he ended up going after Josh. There was no need. There was no need. There was no need for him to go after Josh like that. That is your competitor. Why are you going after Josh so much? He doesn't have to tell you what his game is. Now, it might have been sneaky, but he doesn't have to tell you what game it is. Okay? But this girl put on the dastardly charm. Okay? She was out here sniggering behind your back. Okay? Sniggering behind your back. But let's play a little bit more of the clip.
Aggressive, like, boss up. Switch it up that way we don't be like that old grandpa. And then he's talking about, oh, what you said to me really seared into my brain, and I just can't get over that. I didn't even say it to where I was derogatory or I defamed you or anything. Fuck no.
Okay, so here's the problem with Jackie's situation in this. She can't see her fault, and she's got a lack of accountability with the situation with Marshall. Okay, and she has a habit of gaslighting the situation. And I say lightly saying gaslighting. I don't think she necessarily is a gaslighter, but she lightly gaslights the situation, right? And she gaslights it by retelling events and story. And maybe I shouldn't use the word gaslighting because gaslighting is a very on purpose thing to do, and I don't want to just put that on her. Rather, what I want to say is she has a false recollection of events. Okay, and in a particular way that she recollects that. This is like the second time I think I've seen this, where she recollects and then puts the blame on him. So instead of taking accountability for her actions in the situation or seeing how she played a role in it, she doesn't do that. She ends up putting the blame on the other party. She can't see her shortfalls. So why she just told us now, oh, I just told him to boss up. What you're really saying is, just man up. And that's going to be a trigger for him. Now, what she's hoping for, because she's used to toxicity, and I told you this already, this is why you don't break down walls, because people have toxicity waiting at the other side. They're not used to being treated correctly. And if they're not treated correctly, they're going to move bad. We said this last night. If people don't know how to be treated correctly, they end up moving mad. Right? And she doesn't know how to be treated correctly. So she insults, and so she degrades, and she's disrespectful. Okay? Right? And all this behavior is a part of her, quote unquote, loving him. But she doesn't even love him because she hasn't said those words. She hasn't even let us know that she loves him. Oh, no. She hasn't let us know that she loves him. No, she's let us know she cares for him. But he said that I love you. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, it is a struggle here. It is a struggle here. And so when she's now saying, that, he's a boss up and man up, basically, and be more aggressive, it's because she's used to dysfunctionality. She's used to an over assertion of aggression from a male. She's used to her feelings not being considered. She's used to giving and serving the other person. And now she's being served. It's very difficult. Now she's being served. She's having to look at the mirror and see herself and realize she's the ogre. But she can't. But she's always looked at her nuance. Crazy. Yeah. This point is crazy. Let's break down this point, right? What's really crazy about this situation is she's so used to looking at the man as the enemy, as the bad one, as the villain, as the one who's doing her wrong, that she didn't realize that while she was in these relationships, she too also took on the toxic persona. And now she looks in the mirror between herself and Marshall. She now sees the ogre in the mirror, and now she's become the aggressor. And she don't like that image because she didn't believe she was that way. She always had an out. She always had someone else to blame. It was always the guy's fault. The reason why she wasn't treated correctly and why she wasn't loved correctly. And so now she's in a relationship where somebody's trying to love you and love you through your faults and love you through your mayhem and love you through your bad behavior. She now realizes, looking in the mirror, something inside so strong. Oh, she don't know if she can make it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. You know what I mean? Like, she's looking at herself in the mirror. She's realizing, no, now I'm the ogre. But the problem is, you've been looking at other people thinking they were the ogre, and they were. But you didn't realize you were transforming. I can transform you. I can transform you. You know, she didn't realize she can transform too. And now she looks in the mirror. She's like, is this me? Oh, wait, so I'm the ogre now. And that can be very hard for people to realize. It can be very hard. It can be very difficult to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? All right, cool.
What do you want?
I want to have a conversation with you. I want to be able to speak my piece and speak it clearly.
Speak your piece and speak it clearly, please.
I'm all.
Now, she asks for aggression. She wants aggression, she said. Yeah? Let me tell you this. Look, she said she wants aggression. I need to see you boss up and be a man up. You know what I mean? I need you to, I need you to, let me know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let me know what it is. You know? Give me some of that, give me some of that roughneck stuff. You know what I mean? I need a rough nigga. Okay, stop. You know? She wants that kind of stuff. But the reality is, when he did start doing that, when he did clap his hands once or twice, she asks, who are you clapping your hands at? Right? Now, at this next conjunction, all she's going to want at that moment, because the only way he's going to be able to boss up and let her know what it is, okay? The only way he's going to let her know what it is next he does. That's the only way after this now she's going to respect it. Because the reality is, where can he take it to? He's already done clap your hands, and you're telling me, who are you clapping your hands at? Right? Who are you clapping your hands at? Okay. Now the reality is, the next thing for him to only go to is to go to physical abuse, because that's the only way he's going to be able to get her respect. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So the reality is, he's never going to win. The escalation causes them for both of them to lose. The escalation causes for them both to be hurt. The escalation is going to only end in them being in a very physically violent relationship. And the reason why is because there is no respect for him. See, even when he becomes aggressive, she even disrespects him. Here's the reality, okay? Here's the reality, okay? Josh is a type of guy that doesn't need to hit her to get his assertiveness across. The problem is, Marshall doesn't have enough assertiveness for her. That's the biggest issue, right? She doesn't want him to hit her. No, not at all. She hasn't got that level of dysfunction, right? But because Marshall doesn't have the same level of assertiveness that Josh has, she can't respect him. Because Marshall has a softer approach in how he deals with her, and she's not used to it, and she doesn't believe that she deserves that a level of love and affection and care, because really and truly she's used to dysfunction. She's now reacting and kicking out because it's not normal. In fact, I feel unworthy, but I also feel uncomfortable being in an arena where I get to see myself as the bad guy. So no, I'm gonna draw you out. I'm gonna draw you out. Okay? I'm gonna draw you out. right? I'm gonna draw you out. So now her behavior is about drawing out his toxic behavior, because then that way she won't look as bad. Because remember, she's used to dysfunction. She don't want him to hear. No. She don't. But what she'd rather have is someone like Josh. See, someone like Josh's energy is, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Look, I'm not saying that Josh is a great guy. What I'm saying is he has a level of assertiveness. Whether we like it or not, whether we call it bravado or not, it makes no difference, because he does carry a certain level of assertiveness. You know how we know? Because the way Marshall dealt with him. The way that Marshall dealt with him. The way that Marshall dealt with him showed us that Josh had more assertiveness. Right? So whether it was bravado or ego, whether it was false confidence being put on display, it didn't make no difference, because the reality was the way that Josh acts is that he carries a certain level of assertiveness in the place. Okay? A certain level of confidence. That's what she was looking for. And so when Josh is going to deal with her, she can't get away with that behavior. She can't get away with it. Now, I'm not saying he's going to handle it correctly. I'm saying he can't get away with that behavior. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Whereas Marshall is trying to understand her. And the more he tries to understand her, the more room he gives her to move mad. And the more that he makes her look bad. Yeah? The more that she makes it, the more he makes her look bad. He's making her look bad. That's the reality. His good behavior is making her look bad. And I'm going to drag you into my toxicity, because you're not going to make me look bad. You're not going to make me look like I'm the problem. You're not going to make me look like all the other relationships I was a problem too. No. No, you bad as well. Okay? Okay? Let's have a little more conversation.
Always
A little more conversation.
I'm always doing these things. What do you do for me? That is why I'm confused. You have done nothing to make me feel seduced or special or anything. Make me feel like something, Jackie.
I don't make you feel like nothing.
So here's the thing. And very, very quickly, I don't want to go too deep on it, because I want to deal with Marshall after. Isn't it funny how Marshall's talking about how, he wants to be isn't it funny how Marshall's talking about how he wants to feel seduced? He wants to feel, make me feel like, etc., etc. Yeah, brother. I hear that, bro, but that's the kind of thing that we're talking about, bro. Yeah, that ain't it. Okay, all right, that ain't it, bro. I get what you're saying though, but what the point we have to focus on is that yeah, I know, Bloopy. That's the point. You're not supposed to express make me feel seduced. I'm not saying that you don't want to get seduced. Listen, I want my girl to come on to me. You know what I'm saying? I want my girl to, throw it down on me. But I don't necessarily want you to seduce me per se, like on a regular thing. You get me? I'm not gonna say that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I might say to you, listen, hey, look, like, yo, grab me up a little bit, man. Grab my area. You get me, fam? You understand? Yeah, make me see that you want the thing. If you want it, let me know you want it, bruv. You understand? That I can understand. Yeah. So, but the key point that he made here is, I'm giving you all of this. What are you giving me? Well, sir, you built a project. No. I don't want to go too deep on this, but we're gonna talk about it. But you built a project. You said you felt she was a project. Well, when you put money into a project, it don't make money back straight away. It's a project. When you put resources into a project, it don't give you return on investment straight away. It's a project. When you invest in a project, you don't get your ROI straight away. It is what? A project. And so now you're asking for the very thing I said what did I tell you guys at the very beginning? No, see, look, I don't be lying to you guys. I don't be lying to you guys. What did I tell you at the very beginning about Marshall? I said, when you start saying, do, baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on her shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. When the man started doing, I told you episodes ago that this guy was going to be a problem. I told you at the very beginning, this guy is let me love you. The kind of energy he's putting out is let me love you. Baby, you should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you hope and need. When he started doing that, I said, that's going to be a problem. I told you it's going to be a problem. Baby, true love and affection. You know, like I said that from episodes ago. Yeah, when they were in the pods, because his energy was telling me you're going to give and you're going to want to return. And I kept on telling you that the more he talks about this is about giving, he's going to want to return. It's not free. It's not free. I told you this. So I knew that Marshall was going to be a problem. Okay, I knew Marshall was going to be a problem because he was talking about a fantasy type of love. Yeah, he was talking about a fantasy type of love. Yeah, and when you talk about fantasy type of love, when you talk about loving people through their hardest moments and all that kind of stuff, and I'm the one that's going to love you the way. When you start talking like that, I know that you're reckless, bro. I know that you're reckless. I know you're reckless, sir. Yeah, when she was telling you that, I'm just gonna me personally, it's me that's, when she said I'm gonna be the problem, and he said I'm the one to love you, baby, you to let me love you, and she's telling you, I'm a bad girl, you know that she's dangerous. Ooh, she's dangerous. You know she's a bad girl. You like when she told you this, that she's a bad girl, you told us that you could love her through anything. You know what I'm saying? You said all of me loves all of you, all your curves and imperfections. You told us this, and I said to you guys, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, I told you it's gonna be a problem, right? So wait, Christine Cobb, where are you going? Where are you going, Christine? Where are you going? We're reaching. Where are you going, Christine? Come back here. If you don't like to hear the truth, you're gonna miss out on some truths here. You don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Come back, Christine Cobb. Where are you running? Because we're talking about Marshall. If you don't get your ass back here, look. The reality was he was honestly doing way too much. Way too much. Okay, way too much. Okay, when you want to be invested in projects, we got a problem. But let me come back onto Jacqueline, and we'll come back onto Marshall in a second or two. Don't worry about it.
But are you still with me if I didn't make you feel like nothing?
Because I see you as a project and I saw potential. I thought that you were just going to come around to me at some point. I was waiting around.
That's really wild.
Ooh, he called her a project to her face. He called her a project to her face. Do you know how wild that is? But do you know what's even more wilder? Is that the very thing we spoke about dark arts, Jackie just brought it. She said, well, then why? Remember, we spoke about this the other week. We said dark arts is when you say, well, why are you with me then? We spoke about this last week. I promise you, listen, if you follow me long enough, you know we spoke. Last week, we spoke just about dark arts. This is one of the dark arts when you say, well, you said that I'm this, I'm that, and that. But why are you with me then? Why are you with me? She literally did the very thing we spoke about last week. We called it out last week on another show. I don't know what it was, another show. And she did the exact same thing. This was dark arts. Richie, she said, well, then why are you with me then? Yeah? Put it on full blast. Well, why are you with me then? Huh? Why are you with me then? In a girl, in a golf, in a flow, in a girl. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, so she put that reverse on him. Well, if I'm so bad, then why are you with me then? Right? And the reality is she pushes away, but she wants to be pulled in. She's used to a push and pull relationship. She pushes him away right now, but what she wants is she wants him to be drawn in. But the thing is, she doesn't know how to do it. Yeah? She doesn't know how to do it. That's the problem. Yeah, she doesn't know how to do it. So what she knows is a toxic way of being able to draw the person closer to her. The reality is she wants to be loved. Okay, the reality is she wants to be cared for, but she don't know how to do it because she's toxic, right? Cause the taste of your lips, your love is toxic, I'm addicted to you, cause you know that you're toxic. You know what I mean, right? And that's the reality. She toxic, and so she does the push and pull effect. You know, I'm gonna push you away, but I'm gonna pull you in, and then I'm gonna make you feel guilty because then why do you want to be with me? Why is it you want to love me? You know? And all she wants to hear is validations. But the reality is, my friend, sis, you dark. You dark with the arts. Okay? You dark with the arts. Okay? You dark with the arts. All right? Let's go.
I'm a project.
I saw you as a project.
Okay.
You have not been in a real relationship before. You also say that you're not emotionally available at times. I've been in a relationship before. I had that experience, so I saw you. I see the
fucking.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He gave her this one. Hadouken! When he told her she's a project to her face, I know her heart went. I know she felt it. Okay, I know she felt that. Like she felt when he hit her with the "you a project." I know her heart went because she thought to herself, "He can't never do me dirty like that." But when he dropped the, listen, you're a project. You thought you were sick, but you're a project. Now the only issue with Marshall is he ain't about that life. Okay, he isn't about that life. The only difference is, the only difference is that he gonna apologize because he doesn't know how to be bad all the way. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's the problem with the situation. In the end, can his patience? The reality is, the reality is this is going to happen again, right? It's going to happen again. It's going to be another case later on down the line. And, in this situation, when he called her a project, I know her heart sank. I know she was under the sea when she heard project. I know that. Yeah. It cut deep. But the difference between her and him is that he's likely to apologize and be like, yo, I that was too deep, what I said, and I was bad about it. And she's less likely to apologize because she cares less. Okay? She cares less. Right? So, it's real right now. Okay? It's real. Okay? Way too much toxicity, blood.
Puppeteer, and I'm a puppet.
No.
I'm gonna get to my rest of my shit, bro. Like, I'm a fucking project. I'm a fucking project.
It's a madness. All right. We know she apologized. It's not about the apology. It's not about the apology. Okay. The apology is not the problem we're talking about here. I'm not saying that she's not going to apologize. What I said is she's going to take more inches the next time. Whether she apologized now or not makes no difference because the next time is going to happen again because the root cause of the toxicity has not been solved. She's going to take an inch next time. The girl pretty much broke him on this instance. What do you think next time is going to happen? Since the apology can come all she wants. This level of toxicity, okay? This level of toxicity is different, right? So the next time that they have toxicity, I'm telling you, all right? The next level of toxicity is going to be mad, okay? So the reason why she apologized is because she wanted to be loved again, right? Once she saw her beacon of love, her cup of love, her source of input of love being taken away, that's when she came back. She did a push and pull effect. But listen, look, I'll be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, okay? That is going to exasperate, because the amount of energy that was put into that particular argument is madness. You can't even apologize for that, done.
I said, project, fucking emotions are going, but what I see in you is limitless potential. And I know that I can be.
And he was the first to apologize and restructure what he said. Right? Man changed it to, no, I see limitless potential in you. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, I tell a lie. You do. You do. No, he does. Okay. All right. He said, that's my prerogative. That's the way I want to live. It's my prerogative. Don't get me wrong. I'm really not. You know what I mean? So listen, he does see her limitless potential, but the reality is, when you are Build-A-Boo, when your captain saved them all, okay, all right, you are invested in your own ego. Let me say it for you, those who don't know, okay? When you build people up, you raise me up so I can stand on mountains. When you do that kind of stuff in relationships, it's all about your ego. Okay? Nah, life of watch. That is funny, because that is so true. That is so true. He gave her that speech. Can't lie to you. Man gave her that speech. Can't lie to you. Right? But you ain't lying about that. That was the AC. That's the ACN. You're right, bro. That's the ACN meeting. That's the we about to go knock on some doors. We're about to go knock on some doors. Get my team ready. You know what I mean? You know, I see limitless potential in all of you. I don't want to see you come back here without y'all getting your sales. Like, it's like, yo, that was bars. I can't lie to you. That was bars, bro. Like that motivation right there, I'd have been apologizing too. No wonder why she apologized. You know what I mean? I'd apologize too. You know what I mean? I'll be like, is it too late to apologize? Is it too late? You know what I mean? All right. So yeah, that for me, yeah, no. Okay, let's have a look.
I said, project, fucking emotions are going, but what I see in you is limitless potential.
Whew.
And I know that I can be that person to bring that out of you.
Oh,
I don't see you as a project. I see you as someone who I can uplift and empower.
Oh,
and
wow. Did you hear what he said? Ooh, my God. My God. Let's give him a round of applause. Because the way he switched up, my gosh, he said, I saw limitless potential in you. Okay. I saw someone who I could, I could push to get to that place. Wow. You know what I mean? And the reality is, and I told you about this, like when I've heard these lines before, it's all based in emotion. It's not based in reality. Okay? It's not based in anything but emotion. I was there before, so I know exactly what I'm talking about when I see that. That energy is based in emotion. You get caught up in the love aspect, and you feel like you can love someone so much to the point where you're willing to even try to save them. You're trying to build them. But the reality is, you weren't lying about her calling her a project, because you felt like you were going to try egotistically and try and build her up so that she can be thankful to you, because that's the reality at the end of the day. You build a Frankenstein so Frankenstein can be loyal and thankful to you so that you can get the plaudits at the end. Okay? Let's just read, because she was standing there as well. Look at how she's standing. She's standing like, look at this. This is look at the way she's standing. He's given her that quality motivation right now. Okay, this is quality motivation. Look how she's standing. She's standing there like, like, I'm just ready to leave this job right now. And he's giving her, listen, you are too valuable. You're too great. You're too amazing. You're too wonderful. You're too good at this job to leave this. Like this is where I'm ready to leave this job. I'm ready to quit. I'm just not cut out for this job anymore. You know, that's how she's looking. But he's like, I'm gonna give you the quality input right now. I'm gonna let you know, okay, all right, that you are valuable. Okay, you are needed on this team. Okay, all right, you're wanted here. Okay, this is a DJ Khaled special. Okay, DJ Khaled special. This is deep it.
And I know that I can be that person to bring that out of you. I don't see you as a project. I see you as someone who I can uplift and empower.
Whew.
And I told you that from jump.
I know. Do you know what? I know that just took her out. When he put the, you know, that I feel like I'm the one that can bring that out of you. Whew. Just broke something in her, you know. Just took her. You know what I mean? At that point, she's like, damn. That is very true, Hendrix. That is very true. That is very true. Because it's real. This is exactly what was happening. Look at the way listen, this is the conversation that happens after Scared Me Straight. This is the conversation. You know, when they take them to Scared Me Straight, they take them to the prison. And after they finish and they sit them down and have a much more calmer conversation after they've seen it. I don't want you to be here. I see you. Okay? You've got limitless potential. I don't want to see you in that prison cell. All right. Now I know I scared you a little bit. I want you to see how great you can be. I want you to see how amazing you could be. Right? And that awkward shuffle of your feet and you're looking down to the ground. You know, you don't believe me? Look, that's the awkward shuffle, looking down to the ground, you know. Damn, like he'd be talking some sense. Someone really cares about me, you know. This is the real stuff, okay? Does somebody really care about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, it's you. I believe in you, you know. Is that that's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? I'm telling you that was heavy, okay?
This is what marriage is. This is what a committed relationship looks like. Having tough conversations even when we don't want to. You know exactly how I feel about you.
I'm telling you, he is running on emotions right now. He is running on, I found her attractive right now, but the reality is not based and rooted in experience. He talks about having experience of past relationships, but a lot of the energy he's giving is that he's trying to save her. That's the reality. He's trying to save her. Okay? All right? He's trying to save her. And so he sees where she could be. And I agree. He does see where she could be. But the problem is he's doing overly too much and he doesn't know the balance. He doesn't know the balance. Someone said he's acting like a PT and she wants to go to a new gym. I hear you. She wants to quit her project. She wants to quit her regime. And he said, no, you ain't going to quit this regime. You came to me because you knew you wanted to be fit. You came to me because you knew that I could get you fit. Don't quit on me now. This is what it's about. Okay? This is what it's about. It's not about, the moments where you're down. It's about the moments, the ones there and the music starts. It's about them inspirational moments there, cuz. Yeah? Them inspirational musics. Yeah? Don't want the strong ones. Inspirational. Just when it's powerful. And I see you. I know you can't see you, but I see you. Okay? Don't quit on me now. This is marriage. About tough conversations. Limitless potential. And I want to bring that out of you. I see you, Jackie. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so, the reality of it is, he's doing a lot. Okay? All right? So this is the reality. It is what it is. Okay? Put some music behind it. I promise you. In fact, look, let's put some music behind it. Like this, let's keep it real. I'm a serious reviewer, but at the same time, I also want to be jokes as well. We have to be fair. Let's just put a little bit of music behind it and see what happens. Let's just see. Let's see what happens. Just want to see what happens.
Power. And I told you that from jump. This is what marriage is. This is what a committed relationship looks like. Having tough conversations even when we don't want to.
It slaps differently. You hear that? It just changes it. Having tough conversations even when we don't want to. And I know you down. All right, let me get serious anyway. Let me get back to what I was meant to be doing. This is meant to be a serious review. So yeah, no, in all honesty, you know, we can see that he's a builder-bear boo. He is one of those. He's a builder-bear boo. And unfortunately, with the builder-bear stuff, what happens is it's rooted in ego, it's rooted in self, it's rooted in you trying to find someone who can actually love, someone who you can actually build up so they can be grateful to you. That's what it really is. Okay? That's what it really, really is. Okay? So that's what it is. But he needs to mature in love because the experience that he hasn't changed him yet. Okay? Hasn't changed him yet. And it needs to. Right? Hopefully after this it will. Look at her. She's broken, bro. She's finished.
You know exactly how I feel about you. I don't hold anything back. I fucking love you.
Now, this moment killed me because, listen, Jackie's a little baby. Because, listen, at this point, Jackie, the way she reacts is hilarious because, you know, like he done something. He touched her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying this is going to work. I'm just saying that he touched her in this moment. He touched me and made me whole. Oh, let's just sing that for the gospel of the Lord. He touched me and made me whole. You know, so like literally, watch how she just watch the body language. Just watch it. When they get you like this, when they get you like this is what it was. When they get you like this. when the hand went like this, I said, "Oh damn, sis she got it bad." She said, "Oh snap, I done messed myself. I'm embarrassed." She said, "Oh Lord, oh I knew at that point it was long." You know what I mean? I knew at that point it was long. When you put the hand, girls, you know when you put your hand there like this and you go to your man, you're embarrassed. Okay, you're embarrassed. Okay, at that moment she was embarrassed. Okay, that's why the hand is going there, you know, and it's going there. So yes, he touched me and made me whole. You know what I'm saying? She's like, goodbye world. I stay no longer with you. Goodbye treasures of sin. You know what I mean? I stay no longer with you. I made up my mind to go God's way for the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go God's way for the rest of my life. Like, you know, but no, real spit. Like, honestly, it was a coming to Jesus moment. That's what it was. Like, so when you do that, that's a come to Jesus moment. Okay, just telling you, it's a come to Jesus moment. Okay, look again. Hand on forehead. Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Tell me that you're sorry. We'll make up tomorrow.
Now, let me tell you this now for sure. Okay, what did I tell you? What did I tell you last time? I told you that people like Marshall are no different to women. Okay, they are fluffers. He's going to fluff Jackie up and she's going to leave his ass. All right, and not for a white girl either, but he's going to leave his ass. Okay, and so the reality here in the situation is that as he loves her more and more and more and more, okay, all right, the more he loves her, the more she's going to push away because the toxicity is her normal language. Now, the reality of the situation is that when he finishes with her, okay, she's gonna be a perfect girl for someone else. She's a stepping stone. He's a stepping stone. Okay, I want you to understand that. He is a stepping stone. If she learns correctly, she will outgrow this relationship and be with someone else. And this will be one of the stories she will say is, you know, when she's older, like, you know, I had a boyfriend, I didn't treat him right, but you know what? He loved me. Da 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 da. And some other man is gonna be enjoying. Some other man's going to enjoy the spoils, okay, of the hard work that Marshall's put in. And this is why I said to you, you cannot be building and boo because you end up being a fluffer. You fluffed him up for someone else. Women do this and men do this. Not a man eater, Ken. She's a man eater. Make you wanna, you know? So this is gonna, all he's doing is he's investing in somebody else's future. This is why you don't have to do it. Yeah. So now she's suffered with a toxic one, and now she's gone to the nice guy. The nice guy is going to give her the balance. Oh snap! Are you serious? Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Damn. So she ain't learning. Damn. I hope not. Damn. Well, I was saying in a positive way. I hope she learns, but maybe she's going to learn. Okay. Maybe she isn't going to learn. I don't know. But all those tears, it's going to be wasted. Trust me, man. You know, it's going to be wasted because the argument that they had in the house, yo, that was wild, B. You know, she said, look, who are you clapping at? Like, when a girl tells you, who are you clapping at? Just know that you don't have the respect of her at all, cuz. Yeah. Now, let's do a little bit with the Josh situation, because the Josh situation was by default hella disrespectful. Yeah. But Marshall was doing a bit too. I know Marshall wanted to, you know, show himself approved, but the studying wasn't necessarily there. All right. So let's look at the last parts of the scene as well. You know, that is peak if that's true, you know. All right. Now, I won't lie to you. Invest in people, yes, but you don't invest in projects. You don't invest in people as projects. The reality of the situation, most people will fail you, because once you build Frankenstein, he always kills the doctor who built him. The person can't look at themselves because they look at themselves in the mirror and they see the monster. They need to come to that realization themselves. They can't have you always reminding them, being a reminder of what you did to them. They need to have freedom from that, right? So that's why I said don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Potentially be left at the altar. We all came here for marriage, right? Yeah. I want to be married. Mm-hmm. I want to walk away with marriage.
Now, Jackie knows exactly what she would do when she walked in the place with no coat on. Jackie knew exactly what it was. Why would you? She came to that place with no coat on. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew she was cold. She knew she was cold. She knew she was cold. I don't know why. You got damn pimples on your skin. You know you cold, sis. Why are you here with no coat on? Okay. Why are you here with no coat on? You know exactly what you're doing. You came here to kill, steal, and destroy. Okay. Yeah. She came to steal, kill, destroy. So, I don't know.
My wife spilled your secrets, no escape. Tried to keep him, take a drink. You will see, get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
Jack, hello.
Hi.
And she didn't even look like she was even in a good mood. I was like, so wait, is she still stressed? What's she stressed about now? She's looked like she's still stressed. Okay, all right. And then it had the coat incident. I'll show you the coat incident in a second or two as well, because the coat incident was hilarious. Because that just didn't make sense as well. You know, so that didn't even make sense to me, the coat situation. Why there was a you know, I think he was trying to be more aggressive. And that's the thing. The reality of the matter is that you know, trying to be more aggressive doesn't work because she doesn't want you. Right? That's it. You know? And so it's crazy how when the person says that's what they want, that's not what they actually want. The reality is she wants him to be more assertive, but she couldn't communicate that. She said aggressive. And the problem is she doesn't respect him already. Let's go.
You're ruining my vibe.
I have plenty of
It's messing up my.
You look good, actually.
My guy said, listen, don't think I didn't hear you. Okay? Don't think I didn't hear you. You said you want me to be more aggressive, then take my damn coat. Okay? Take my damn coat. And here's the problem. Here's the problem with this. He's never going to be more aggressive. He's never going to be aggressive enough for her to like him. Right? He's never going to be aggressive enough for her to even like this. She doesn't like him. That's the problem. Right? She doesn't like him. That's the biggest issue. So whatever he does, she's going to look at it in a particular way. Right? No matter how he does it, she's going to look at it a particular way because she's looking at it through a particular type of lens. It's a problem. You know? It's always going to be a problem. So let me try and bring the clip where Josh and Nat. Now, this is when I knew that it was a problem. When Josh went to speak to her, I don't even get what Josh was trying to do, like as well. Josh going over to Marshall, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, it just felt like disrespectful, and not only disrespectful. It's like, are you dumb? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you coming to me, talking to me, and acting all mad? Love you, bro. All of this kind of stuff. You're a snake. Listen, I don't mind F-boys, but this type of F-boy is a snake because you're trying to befriend me. What are you doing? You want to do what you want to do? Go do what you're going to do. Right? You want to go and do what you're doing? Go and do what you're doing. Don't try to befriend me like we're boys. Don't try to befriend me like we're boys. You know? Don't do that. That's I'm not about that life. I don't rate that.
I love that. I love that. No.
She lying like shit.
Then she's telling him that she loves that. She loves that. She loves that about him. I said, oh, Jackie, you're falling into the same old patterns. You're falling into the same old patterns. You still ain't learned your lesson. Okay? People like Jackie, they haven't learned their lesson. They haven't realized there's better for them. They cannot see the choice in front of them. There's a better choice. The reality is you chose Marshall as a hope for being a better choice, but you don't know how to do better. You don't have that strength in you. You know? You don't have that strength in you. You don't have that strength in you to do better. And that's the problem. Right? So as much as you chose Marshall, okay? You chose Marshall because you know, you saw yourself better off. He's more emotional, more as more available, and yet you find yourself being drawn to him once more again. Okay,
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You deserve that.
Appreciate that.
Don't let this change us.
Oh, absolutely not. Why would it?
How you tell me?
don't let us change us. What you talking about, bro? What do you mean don't let us change us, bro? What you talking about? Brother, we are about to go and get married. First of all, you know what I mean? So it's like we're about to go and get married, and yet you are telling me, you know, like, don't let us change us. What? You are a different type of snake. You're a different type of snake, bro. Different type of snake. I don't like them kind of snakes. Like I said, you dirty Mac, and that for me, yeah, it's always a problem. You know, if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, go and do what you gotta do. Don't try to befriend me in a moment, you know. Don't try to don't do them things out there, bruv. Well, so for me, yeah, I don't rate Josh at all. That kind of effery. Nah. You want to go and steal this girl? Go steal this girl, bro. Don't try to befriend me, bro. Don't try to befriend me, bro. You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. Like, you're up here in my face, all boyish, and really and truly, you're a snake in the grass. Brother, go and do what you got to do. Don't try to come over here and befriend me. When really what you're actually doing, what he's really doing is actually a certain dominance over Marshall. Really and truly.
Why you been talking some shit? You been talking some shit?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking no shit.
All right. So we good then?
Yeah, straight up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, this don't even make sense. And then the conversation that he actually has with Jackie, if that's what's gonna take you over the edge, sis. You know, I mean, I've stole a couple of man's girls. It's you know, I've done it in the past. I've been a bit of a bad boy, you know. But you can't steal anybody who doesn't want to be stolen. You feel what I'm saying to you? You can't steal anybody who doesn't already want to be stolen. They already wanted to be stolen. You know what I mean? Like, you can't steal anybody that don't, you know what I mean? That's the reality. You can't steal anybody that don't want to be stolen. Now, like I said myself, my thing that I don't like about Josh is don't try to befriend me and it'll be up in my face and all of that stuff and do what you're doing, bro. Just go and do what you're doing. You know? Have that respect. But you want to try and befriend man and do that as well? Like, that's the...
It was from the first day to the last day. So I was like, when I was talking to you, I was keeping it real from the jump. And then I felt like you were always real. So I was just like, I didn't think that you were gonna be falling for that shit.
And the reason why he's doing that to Marshall, and this is why also, this is the toxic energy we're talking about, right? This is the toxic energy. The toxic energy, yeah, dark arts, you already know, El Cid. So this is toxic energy, right? The toxic energy that we see here is this, right? As Josh sees Marshall as a weakness, he sees Marshall as weak, right? In competition wise, he sees Marshall as weak. As he's disrespectful in his approach. Now, because Jackie's also toxic, she reads Josh's behavior towards Marshall as being a disrespect and slight on Marshall. She sees Josh's behavior, okay, as manly, and that the fact is, if Josh can stunt on Marshall, how can I respect him? If other men are not respecting him, how can I respect him? Now, this is coming from a very toxic place, right? It's from a very toxic place and a very toxic perspective. The reality is she sees Marshall the same way that Josh sees Marshall, as someone who can't handle himself, right? So Marshall not decking Josh or, you know, showing some really firm hand against Josh shows once again that he can't protect her. It shows that Marshall can't, because again, in toxic terms, it's all about protection. It's almost like the girl that dates the biggest gangster. Her toxicity takes her to the biggest gangster because she wants protection. So who's the biggest protector? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Right? So in the toxic animal kingdom, strength that is projected or shown is often a measure of that person's actual strength. It is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah. In the animal kingdom, it is not about necessarily being the smart, it's about being the strongest. Show me you've got something, and projected strength is also a strength. Right? So his strength is his protection for her. That's how she's reading it. Right? That's how she's reading it. So toxically, without having a very nuanced, broad perspective, the same thing used to happen in school. Right? That's where Jackie is. The mentality is still in school. It's not grown. When you grow up, you realize protection cannot just be because he's big and strong. Because if you don't feel emotionally safe, what's the point? But remember, when you're surviving, your emotional safety isn't important. It's your physical safety that's most important. Now, with Jackie, she recognized I need to be emotionally safe. But the reality is, even though she recognized that, to make it her truth is very difficult. She's so used to being in a place where she's been emotionally unsafe that to become in a place of emotional safety, it feels unsafe to be safe because that's not the usual energy. So Josh is predominantly her energy type. Yeah, Josh is half her height, but it's not his height that's the issue. It's his projected strength. See, women are very intuitive. They're very intuitive. You know, that's why they say they look for the biggest alpha in the room, right? You've heard they say, oh, there's alphas amongst men friends, right? Because that's how women see things. That's how women see things. They look for the group and they see who's the strongest one out of the group. Because biologically, what's happening is they're looking at it from a place of who can protect me, biologically speaking. Of course, you must override the biological because at points in time, the biological will lead you down the wrong road. Because biologically, we're more than just the physical strength. Right? So in this instance, you know, she is choosing biologically from a perspective of, well, he's the loudest, he must be the strongest. And if nobody challenges him, then he must be the strongest. Yeah. But if your man, if he gets challenged now by Marshall and Marshall decks him, do you know who she's going to? Marshall. But she knows Marshall ain't gonna do that. She knows Marshall ain't gonna fight. She knows Marshall ain't gonna deck him. You know, she knows. And even if he does, her biggest problem is that she can twist him up. Even if Marshall decks Josh, the biggest issue is that Marshall, she knows she has power over. That's a problem. But anyway, that's another story. So, yeah.
Look over there.
I know.
I don't like this.
I know. They want to have a moment to talk.
I know.
I know. And we can't
I don't-
control
I don't-
what people do.
It is weird to see somebody that you truly care about.
Now, all this love aspect, and the reality is she knows. She said it himself. You don't even talk about emotions. Because a heartache is on inside. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, Destiny's Child emotions, you know. So the reality is in this situation is that she knows better. You know, this guy ain't giving me my emotions and, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, yo, you know better, but she don't want to do better right now. It takes energy and strength to do that. So yes, Josh is not the one. Josh ain't the one. And so Marshall just needs to learn not to pick a project. You pick a project, this is what you get. You get project vibes. Okay? All right? You pick a project, you get project vibes. All right? And then you have to deal with the fact that the project is not mature, the project hasn't come to fruition, and the project is always going to require it's going to always require input and resources. It's all right because she's dangerous. Hey, listen. So yeah. It's a Madeleine right now. Knuckle if you buck. I hear you. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's go to the next one because we've been talking about them for about an hour and I didn't realize we could talk for so long. I didn't know we we're going to take so long. So, yeah, Marshall, you got to do better because your situation, you are all about projects, and projects, let me tell you something, bro. They are egotistical, okay? All right. And now you are finding out that your love can't save this woman. All right, your love can't save her. Your love can't make her bow and learn how to be a better mate. It won't happen. It's unfortunate, but it just won't happen, you know? So anyway, let me leave that. Like, share, subscribe. No, like, JK. Next couple. All right, let's talk about next couple. Let's talk about quickly Zack and Bliss. I don't want to talk about it too long because I don't really have much to say about Zack and Bliss in this episode because I think most of the majority was done last episode. But what I will say about these two is, she gonna punish that man.
I had a strong connection with her as well, and I did love her. I loved who I thought she was.
I'm not saying
what I've said to you this whole time is that you were the right choice.
Yeah, but
right?
it doesn't take away my feeling about
but
that.
But it doesn't. Yeah, I get it, but it doesn't make.
Can we talk about again Bliss's energy and his? Let's talk about the real stuff of this energy, right? Zack and Bliss. Okay, all right. Here's the thing: Zack was wrong. Okay, chose the wrong woman. He should have chose Bliss, right? That's what it seems like. He wasn't wrong. He shouldn't have chosen Bliss. He shouldn't have. Now, what's interesting is, I was saying give them a chance. But like I said, when you double back, it's always a problem. Now, I remember the biggest issue that they're going to have, right? Here's the biggest issue they're going to have. She's not going to forget because she's always going to feel like number two. And also at the same time, he knows, okay, that she was number two and he got it wrong. And he just wants to be loved, which is cool. But the problem here is he's going to always see her as pretentious because she is pretentious. See, Bliss, that comment that Bliss made a few episodes ago when I told you about it, about her saying about his better judgment, came up here as well. She put herself in a bracket and said, I'm better than Irina. And he said, hey, that pretentiousness, he called her out for it. So that pretentiousness. Okay. So the reality here is that Bliss thinks she's better. And that's the problem. You keep saying it, sis. You keep telling him. And that attitude is rooted in pride. But it's actually low self-esteem. You're trying to put yourself above the woman. Why? He chose the other woman. If you think you're better than the other woman, you shouldn't even be here. So when she tried to put that bar on him and he was like, that's the pretentiousness I'm talking about. It's like, babe, no. You ain't that much better. You ain't that much better. Would I think the person had poor judgment? Absolutely. But I would never tell you. If I'm trying to date you, I would never tell you if you choose that other person, you've got poor judgment. The fact that she opened her mouth to say it told me all I need to know about her mindset. See, we all think things. That's not the issue here. We all think things. But when you open your mouth and say it, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. So again, I'm just being real. Just being real. That energy, it comes off as arrogance. And that's why I kept on saying, you see, her arrogance is what's led her to these points of assholes. And your self-esteem leads to poor decisions. You think you can change these people. You think you're so good, you can change these people. And that's the problem. That's the biggest issue. Okay? That's the biggest issue. It's not about whether... Okay, I don't want you guys to miss it. Okay, I don't want you to miss it. Because if you miss it, you're going to miss where Bliss is also short. Zack is also a problem, and so is Bliss. Let me keep it real with you. Maybe some of you don't know, you're new here, so you don't know. Bliss is a huge flipping red flag as well. Okay? Big red flag. Because the issue that what she's having with herself at this moment is she has a particular energy she carries. You pick assholes and you think you're good enough to change them. You think you're so good that your goodness can change them. No. You know, that's the problem. So you've done that already in the pod. Okay, you've done it in the pod. We've got the same issue here. Bliss might be a little bit better than Irina, but she's in the same bracket as Marshall, if you want to call it that. The same, you can put it in the same bracket as Marshall, right? You can put it in the same bracket as Marshall. She's in the same bracket as Marshall. So when she dropped that bar about, oh, I'll be questioning your judgment, she meant it. She was questioning his judgment in an arrogant manner, and it came off arrogant, and it came off as someone put their superiority complex. You know? So unfortunately, she is also a problem in the same way that Marshall's a problem. You keep picking arseholes. There's a reason you keep picking arseholes. Okay? You keep picking arseholes because you think you can save them. You ain't no better than Marshall. You keep seeing the good in people because you want them to see the good in you, whatever you've experienced in your childhood. But the reality is you ain't no different to Marshall. Okay? You ain't no different to Marshall. You got the same issue. Okay? She's a Build-A-Bear Boo.
You, the second choice. Like, it doesn't, because there's not, like, you'd be the second choice if I still wanted to be with her, or if there was a part of me that was like, oh man, I wish I could be with her. That would make you a second choice, right? That'd be like, okay, you're just settling. No, there's no part of me that wants to be with her.
And the reality is, the reason why she's here is because she got low self-esteem. The only reason why she's here is because she got low self-esteem. Okay? If I knowingly know, I'm going to be honest with you, I got a lot of pride. Okay? I got a lot of shame now. I didn't have that before. I've got a lot of pride and a lot of shame. I didn't have that before. Okay? I have a lot of that. You know? So let me be honest with you. I got a lot of shame and a lot of pride. You ain't going to tell me you chose. If I find out you chose someone else and then chose me and I'm second choice, I'm going to walk away. And the only reason why is because I've got one, pride and shame. And two, the reality is when you choose me second, you're settling. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. Like, don't do that to me. Right? Don't do it to me. I'm not even thinking about the fact that other person's so bad. You know? But I know this energy that she had. I know her energy already. I know her energy. Bliss's energy. That's why I agreed with the pretentiousness. It is pretentious because you've highlighted your superiority in your morality. You think because you feel like because you're morally better than Irina, you're a better choice. You're not. Yeah? You think because you are your morality is better than Irina's, you're a better choice, and you're not. I told you my story already, guys. When I had an ex who I asked her, you better choose between me and him. And he was a worse choice. I'll be honest with you, he was. He wasn't even the same faith. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. But she still chose him. And the reality is, I had so much strength and pride. You know, I had enough strength and pride and pridefulness in terms of a boasting, rather, you know, in this instance, right? Thinking that, you know, by offering a choice, she gonna choose me because I'm definitely the better choice. And I did the exact same thing she did, which was I questioned judgment. I said, if you choose him, what would that really say about you? I'm questioning your judgment. I said the same thing. So I know where it comes from. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know where it comes from. And it's a form of manipulation. Because you don't realize, I didn't realize at the time, but it's a form of manipulation. You're trying to get the person to choose you. You're almost begging the person to choose you. You're not confident in your decision that they're going to choose you. I need you not to do that, right? And now we're in a place where he's now chosen you, but the thing is, he's double backed on you. Can't go there, B. Can't go there, B. Can't go there, B. It's done. You chose them. It's done. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. It's done. I personally can't do it. I've done it before, and it don't feel good. To be second choice and try and continue on the relationship, all you keep thinking about is why they chose the other person. No. Let's not do that. It's rooted in low self-esteem, and I don't want to see that for you guys. Okay?
You're my fiance, and I'm planning on marrying you.
If only there was a way to face these things, something someone could say to make me.
All right, cool. Let's leave them alone. Let's leave them alone as well. It's a good point as well, Alex F. A good point as well. In terms of what you're saying there, I agree 100%. You've told no lies in that instance at all. Okay, cool. Let's focus on another couple quickly as well. So that was Bliss and Thingy. Let's focus on Kwame and Chelsea. Now, before we do, guys, make sure you guys like the live. Okay. Like the live as well, guys. All right. We want to make sure that we want to make sure that we get this analytics on the right go. So if you're in here, like the live, we've got to do Kwame and Chelsea, Brett and Tiffany, and Paul and Michael. We still got a few more couples to go. So make sure you guys like the live. We want to see you guys like the live as well. Okay, like the live for us as well, guys. All right, coolly. Let me say it with a bit of bass in my voice. You know what I mean, guys? Like the live. You understand? Yeah. Show the love. Okay? Show the love. Okay? I ain't too proud to beg. I am still. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, cool. My throat. Hold on, there we go. I don't know how I caught a cold at this rate. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Don't forget to tell you guys I love you and still. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get into this. Hey, there's over almost 500 of you guys in the room at the moment. I really appreciate you guys joining us for this live talking about Love Is Blind. It's been inspirational watching the show. I can't lie to you. It's been the shiz. Okay, it's been the shiz. All right, let's get into this. Come on. Oh, I turned the sound down. Hold on. I turned the sound down of the video. My bad.
I mean, and then on top of that, like, we are thinking about having kids in 3 to 4 years now. You know what I mean?
When they're younger, you can put them in a front pack and they don't do anything,
Okay, so I didn't really get this argument. Okay, so when he said about, we're looking to have kids in 3 to 4 years, I thought that was, is he saying that? And she, is he saying they want kids in 3 to 4 years? And she's saying she wants them sooner or something? Because 3 to 4 years is perfect. But I know that she's what? She's over 3. She's 30 now. So she's going to be what? 30. She's 31 in it. So she's going to be like what? 35, 36 almost by the time they have kids, which is, and I agree. I don't think you should have kids straight away. Oh, I got a cold. Oh my gosh. They're trying to take me out. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. I got a little bit of a cold. They're trying to take me out. They said, "Do you want to take me up? Don't take me up." All right, cool. I'm trying to heat on a little bit. Sorry about that. So like I was like, wait, hold on a minute. And she, how many kids? 6. I need her to chill. Baby, you ain't got that kind of time. Okay? You ain't got that kind of time. Okay? You ain't got that kind of time. But the reality is, the reason why he's so not conforming and not compromising is because it's not his first choice. Chelsea's the second choice. So making adjustments becomes much more harder. Because am I crying my eye out? Look at this. There's a tear in my eye, guys. Oh my gosh. That's the cold is catching me up, bro. But the reality is, because he's second choice. I'm out here crying out here, guys. Because he's second choice, you know, he won't make the compromises he needs to make. Like, it becomes so difficult to make compromises with people that you don't like. You're unwilling to move because, remember, it takes love to do this. Okay? It takes love to do this. Right? So, in all honesty, him trying to shift and move his position, it's going to be very hard. Now, look, at the beginning of the relationship, you don't want to be having to make you guys have kids already. You know what I mean? It's too early. It's way too early. Like, allow yourself to enjoy the spoils of your marriage. Allow yourself to enjoy the spoils of your relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? Right? Allow yourself to enjoy those moments. And in the beginning of it, you got to enjoy. So I definitely agree with Kwame there. 6 kids going to be too much. Right? 6 kids too much. But the reality is, he don't like her enough anyway. Boy.
Like when they're babies.
But we go to Cabo and lay in the sun with our newborn.
People travel with their kids all the time.
Okay.
We could hire a nanny to travel with us.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to do that. Okay, listen, we look, when we just first move, when we first get into marriage, we don't want to. We want to listen. We want to be able to enjoy ourselves. Yes, I don't want to be in Cabo with a newborn. He's actually right. Okay, all right. So this aspect of things, this is very true as well. Like, some people are so desperate to have kids, they're willing to put themselves in relationships they don't need to be in. And so I absolutely agree with that. Okay. He don't want kids right away. Okay. And at least not with her anyway. Not right away. Maybe it had been Micah, he would have been open to it, because that's the person that he likes and he loves. But Chelsea isn't the one that he likes and he loves. I mean, he likes her. He don't love her though, I don't think. And so in reality, asking him to have kids so early on, he gonna say no. I'm about to mess up my life. I'm gonna enjoy you. Okay? I'm gonna enjoy you. Okay? So I get it. There's a time clock on the situation. So that's what's causing the push that Chelsea's ignoring red flags at the moment. She wants to have kids. She's willing to do it at any cost. You know?
You say these things like it's just easy to do.
Limit.
Oh, trust me, I get that. You know how I think.
I could homeschool.
All right.
Seriously.
And I notice that whenever he doesn't agree with something now, you know, he does this, he smiles. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You know, yeah. And he doesn't agree. So he's trying not to be openly disagreeable, because I think that's one of his issues as well. He doesn't know how to disagree without it feeling like he's been a bad person. You know, it's a lot. Journey to 30 said, sign up to marry a stranger in 4 weeks is okay, but having kids within a year is too much. Yeah, it is. It's too much, because I want to be able to enjoy you. You know, I want to be able to enjoy you, and I want to have my time with you. Okay, I want to be able to have enjoy my time with you, and I want to be able to, you know, get to know you, get to know ourselves. Like, yo, it's having kids. There's a part that I agree with him. Having kids, yo, it's a long. So it can be difficult. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was saying. I wasn't sure how long the gap was. If that's the case, if that's the case, then I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know why that is. No, I honestly thought that I thought that was the case, but I'm not 100% sure. So, if she wants kids in a few years, that should be okay. But 5, yeah, it's a bit long, bro. Can't lie to you. I feel like he's doing everything to make sure this relationship don't work. You know, I don't know. So me personally, I don't know. I ain't sure. I wasn't sure of that because I don't know if I was paying close enough attention to it or whatever. Okay, she said that 3 years. Okay, if it's 3 years, wait, whoa, no, yeah, wait. If it's 3 years, this shouldn't be a beef, man. 3 years is not too bad. 3 years is not too bad at all. That's enough time. Yeah, it should be enough time. 3 years, no, he'd be okay. 3 years, he should be okay. 3 years, you should not be crying at all.
It's just making sure that we do get that time to ourselves, because once those kids come out, things change.
Like, do you want to settle down?
Yeah. Well,
Things change. And honestly, I think that in this situation, is given unserious, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, he does want to settle down, but he has an ideal in his head, and the ideal isn't Chelsea. Okay, all right. So the ideal is not Chelsea. That's the reality. So for him, he's seeing Chelsea, but he's not invested in her like that. So 3 years, it should be fine. It should be. But it's not working because he himself knows he's not committed to Chelsea. Not that he's not committed to settling down. He's not committed to Chelsea. That's a big difference. That's a big, big difference.
Don't take it in that direction. I'm not sacrificing what I want, but I am compromising.
Welcome to marriage.
I understand that, baby, but if we're being honest here.
This again is one of those arguments I don't really get again where the argument went to. I don't get where the argument went to again once more. I don't get where the argument's going to again. This argument versus sacrifice versus compromise. What are you trying to? I don't get what the argument is again. They have these arguments where I'm listening and I'm like, why are we having the arguments? I don't get it. This is like the couch argument again, all over again. It's like, wait, what is happening? Why are we arguing? Okay. So I'm never sure where. He definitely wants to settle down. He just doesn't want to settle down with Chelsea. He's made his rounds. He's on TV. He's got further. He's had a holiday. It's time to quit. I'm gonna make you sweat. Okay, I'm gonna make you sweat. Make you see that I don't need to be here. Okay, so I want you to let me go so that you become the bad guy. I don't think he wants to be the bad guy. I don't think he wants to be the bad guy at all. That's reality.
The compromise coming from this side is pretty darn big. I didn't say anything wrong about it. I just said, hey, consider how I'm feeling in this moment. And that's all I asked. Is that fair?
Considered.
Yeah, they're gonna be having problems for a long time, bro. They're gonna have problems for a long time. They're gonna have issues. I can only say they're gonna have issues. Let's quickly break down Brett and Tiffany. I mean, there wasn't much happening with Brett and Tiffany, if I'm honest with you. There's nothing to report, if I'm honest with you, Brett and Tiffany. They had a conversation, talked a little bit naughty, had a little bit of sexual energy, and then had a conversation later on about the weddings. There was nothing much going on.
6 weeks of knowing each other, and they were together for 60 plus years.
Wow.
My grandfather,
yeah, there was nothing going on. I'm not gonna break them down. I'm not gonna waste my time. Let's focus on the last one, which is Paul and Micah, and talk about their friendship, because that was a level of madness I ain't seen in a long time. Okay. All right. That's a level of madness I don't want to see. Okay. That's true. Jay Vickers, you made a good point. Chelsea basically said, we're going to Seattle. That's a very good point. Chelsea was like, we're going to Seattle. And I was like, wait, what? So I realized that Chelsea's got some control. I don't want to say controlling yet, but she is giving mum vibes. I said that before. She giving mum vibes. I think Kwame is also sensing that as well, to be fair to him, and pushing back. You know? So I think that's why she was so adamant of trying to prove, trying to prove to her dad that, this is the right choice. Right? She a bit bossy. She got that bossiness in her. And I don't think that's working for him. I mean, he would have seen the same thing with Micah, so I don't know where he's going, but that ain't working for him. But that's absolutely true. Yeah, that's interesting. Potentially, yes, course correcting goes to the X. That is very true. It could be. That is a very good deduction. It could be that. It could be that, indeed. So I'm not even gonna lie, but that's a good point. I like that point. All right, cool. Let's talk a little bit. So it says she got a takeover spirit. I hear that. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about then Paul and Micah. Let's get that going. Again, let's get the likes up, guys, as well for me. Get the likes up for me as well, guys. We want to be able to have a great conversation today. Get the likes up. Get the analytics saying, what is this boy doing over that internet side? He must be doing something great. I mean, I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're killing it over here, guys. Okay. We have 500 you guys in this space, so we're definitely killing it. All right, cool. Let's break it down. Paul, Micah. This is a madness I have not seen in a long time. The friendship group is absolutely, well, one of them anyway, is absolutely A1 trash. Okay? A1 trash. Okay? A1 trash. Let me just break this down. Okay?
For someone who has never seen how she looks and just hears how she talks, like, you create something in your head, obviously.
Right.
But was it even close to how she is and what she looks like?
It's so strange because it's yes and no.
Now, I honestly, do you want a good point, K Kisses? I think that's. I don't even want to say both of them. I just want to say one of them, because it wasn't both people that were doing it. It was more the first. It was more the second one. What's her name? Shelby, whatever her name was. Right? It was more the blonde haired girl. She said, "You upset me and my homegirls." Like, honestly, the energy she put out towards the guy straight away told me, the way you're handling it, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you really? It's giving. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of you ladies, can I be honest with you? Some of you lot have cop blockers in your group. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay, and the cop blocker usually isn't the most prettiest. I'm gonna be real with you. I meant every offense, but no offense, and it's a real situation. With women, sometimes you have friends in your group who are jealous cop blockers, and they usually aren't as good looking as you. It's a sad situation. Okay, it's a sad situation, but it happens, and we see it. I was just looking out for you. I just wanted to make sure that he don't play you. I just want you. No, babe, you're a cop blocker, okay, and you're jealous. Okay, you're jealous. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you, okay? So your cop blockers, I'm just trying to save you. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't trying to save her, okay? What you're doing is you're trying to stop her from having some happiness because you're going to affect yourself. Okay? All right, cool. For me, I saw that and I said no. We're not about that life. And the fact that Micah can't see that, she probably told her friend, I'm only on a show for views and likes. Maybe that's why she did it. Maybe that's why. Okay. So maybe that's what it is.
Either way, I'll have something a little bitchy to say at some point. So keep it up. I'm curious about it. So don't say that kind of stuff to me.
Now let me tell you this straight. Listen, let me tell you something as well. If you tell me, right? If you tell me that you go and say some bitchy stuff by the end of the night, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell my girl first, okay? Listen, I'm not the one to play with. I'm gonna do this whisper in your ear, okay? I'm gonna be like, babe, I don't do this stuff. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. Tell your girl to fall back, because me, I don't play these games. I'll cuss her from here, from moon to sun. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I don't want to play those games. I don't want to ever be disrespected. Okay, so handle your girl. That's all I'm saying. Boom. That's it. Right in the ear. Because me, I don't like being disrespected. Y'all, I told you that story already about when a girl tried to embarrass me. What I said, I just blew her out the water. I'm going to say some foul stuff. I'm going to be like, but the reason why you're single is because you clapped. And not because you clapped in your face, but you clapped in your spirit. Your spirit's clapped. When we say clapped, what it means the person's really ugly. Yeah. So the English slang is when you say someone's clapped, it means they're really ugly. Do you get it? So I'm gonna be like, listen, your spirit is clapped. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. The outside shell is okay, but the inside shell, sis, you struggling. You struggling. I don't know if you got some worries as a problem. Like, I don't want to be doing that. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So I'm gonna have to talk to my girl first and let her know that, listen, this is not the stuff I like doing. I don't like doing this. And before I have to handle her and say some stuff that's gonna make me look sassy, I want to let you know first and foremost, please handle your girl. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that situation. I don't want to get into a problem where your friend's moving mad. Because if I end up moving mad, it don't look good on me. It don't look good on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is looking problematic for me. You know? Now, I probably wouldn't even want to be in a situation because I don't like people have friendship groups like this. This would concern me. This would be a major red flag for me, personally. Okay? Because you're upsetting me and my homegirl's kind of energy. Yeah. I ain't like it. Okay? I don't want to be in that situation. Okay? All right, cool. Let's play a little bit more.
Get pissed. He's easily angered.
I mean, can't say that I care.
You can't be like that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
I mean, you should.
I care for you.
See, at this point here, when she does that, now I gotta look at my girl some way. Now I gotta look at my girl some way. How is she telling me that I need to care what she thinks when she's being disrespectful in this moment? You need to care what she thinks. Do I need to care what she thinks at this moment? Why should I care about things that people? Why should I care about opinions of people that are disrespectful? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, this is why you don't have to talk to the friend. This is why I don't want to cuss out the friend first. I need to talk to my girl first, because this should never happen. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like, my girl should never allow her girl to disrespect me. Because let me tell you something, mandem have died fighting their mandem when they try to disrespect their girl. It will never happen. Mandem don't even like other man talking about their girl in a bad way. And I'm talking about when they love their girl, not when they just want to have sex with her. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So don't let me have to, I don't want to have to lean in again. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But I don't like that. You know? I don't like that. Then you're gonna have me leaning in your ear again and be like, listen, babe, I don't want to be disrespectful today. I don't want to be disrespectful to your friends. I want to keep it calm. I want to keep it cool. I want to keep it collected. So I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to need you to handle your girl over there. Right? Because I don't want to say some stuff that's going to cause some friction in this relationship and this friendship. I want to be respectful today. Right? So I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm going to walk away and I want you to handle your friend. When I come back, I'm expecting her to be in a better state and a better mood, because I'm not going to play these games. Otherwise, I'm going to end the night here. I'm going to say, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I'm going to see you at home. All right? Now, that's the kind of thing. I ain't doing it again. I ain't playing these games. Listen, I know how it is to be I know how it is to be when you fly off the handle, and that only works for a short while. I need to be talking to my missus and letting her know I'm telling you to handle your people, let them know this is not what we're doing, and I'm gonna give you a few minutes. If I come back and the energy is still the same, there's a consequence to your action. I will be at home. I'm not gonna play this game with you, right? And when we get home, we can have a proper conversation. Do you see what I'm saying to you? When I get home, I'm gonna have a proper, because what I'm not gonna do, and that's what I'm saying to you. When I was young, I didn't understand this. When I was young, I would have been like, I would have just cussed out the friend. I'd have been, you dumb, shut up, like move. And I realize now that actually that now my energy is affecting your relationship in a public space. It's not gonna go well in the long term. What I need to do is let her know. What I need to know is when we get home, I need to let you know you and your home girls are a problem, right? Did you see what she did? Did you see the way she disrespected me? Now I was a few seconds away from cussing her out, but I wanted to keep it calm and cool and collected. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I don't want to play that game with you. I don't need to raise my voice to let you know I'm also in a place of frustration. I don't have to do that. I need to keep it calm and like, hey, look, serious thing now. When we're home, I can now address that properly. Listen, when you were talking to your friend, let me tell you something. She was being disrespectful. This is what she said. She said X, Y, and Z, right? Now, I in my company, my friends, they would never have the chance to speak to you in this particular way because I respect you. Now, what I am expecting is you have a conversation with her the next time and you let her know that the way she talks to me, that's not how she does it. And if she can't respect me, we cannot be in the same space. We cannot be coexist in the same space. You see what I'm saying to you? Right? I don't want to have an argument over this situation, and I really don't want to be getting into irate madness. Right? Now, of course, sometimes she ain't gonna see it that way, and you just say, all right, cool. All right, cool. You know what I mean? So she's got a problem. Her friendship group is problematic. Very problematic.
That's like literally the worst attitude to have. If you don't care about like what she says, that's like a major issue.
No, I 100% do, but I'm not gonna take it personally. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you don't take her little comments personally, but you should care how she feels about you.
Yeah. So that's true.
I mean, that's a fair point. You wanted to care about how she feels about you, but if she's disrespectful, she's disrespectful. You know what I mean? I personally think Paul, I think Paul was fine the way he handled it. I wasn't vexed at Paul. He didn't cuss her out. He didn't say nothing rude. He wasn't doing anything. That's the only thing. Yes, I guess an argument in front of friends ain't great. That's also true. That's why I said you got to whisper in the ear. That's why I said you got to talk in the ear. You don't want them to hear what they're saying. That's why you got to be in the ear. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I don't want them to hear what we're talking about right now, but I'm letting you know, listen, handle the friends. You feel what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to go to the bar, get a few drinks. Okay. All right. But when I'm gone, just talk to your friend. Otherwise, I'm going to have to end the night early. It's that simple. And they can't hear nothing you said. And you keep it pushing. You don't want them to hear. I don't want them to hear what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I don't want to do that. And this is so when she's doing that, when she's doing it again, you have to understand when she's doing that again, all right, this is where you again say, listen, I can see you shouting right now, and you're trying to let them hear everything. So I'm gonna walk away. And listen, if you come over and you talk, that's fine. But look, I'm going to cool down on the other side. If you're still wanting to do this, I will see you at home. It's that simple. Because what I don't want to do is do it in public. If you do it in public, it's gonna, listen, when I was young, I didn't mind that kind of stuff. When I was young, I was in that space. When I was young, I was in that space where I just wanted to be aggy about everything. I want to argue about everything I don't mind if it's in public. And it's like, yo, I'm trying to protect my image and protect your image and protect the relationship image. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Yeah. So you have to protect the image of the relationship. But this relationship ain't the one anyway, so it is what it is. I love the way Paul handled it. I like the way Paul handled it.
We need a shot. Where's the bartender?
I think I have to let y'all take this shot. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
So he's going to the restroom was needed, right? Was absolutely needed. And absolutely right, Kay. They're not the only ones. White women have a lot of masculine energy, a lot too. So much. And that's why we call it, she's got a bully energy. You know, she's abrasive, a little aggressive in some aspects too, you know. It be like that. You know, so I definitely agree with you on that point. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. So I like the way Paul handled it. I wasn't vexed at the way he handled it. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't vexed at all at the way he handled it. You know what I mean? I might have whispered a bit more, but either way works for me because he was straight to the point. He was straight to the point. Yes, Micah is disrespectful. Definitely disrespectful. Right?
Micah. Yes? In love with him?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. It just feels like it's like what it's supposed to feel like when you find like.
She's in love with him, but this is how you allow your partner to be treated. All right, you're in love with him, but this is how you like to be treated. Yo, like what? You're in love with him, but this is how you want me. And where are you learning that from? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Where did she learn that from? We're asking a real question. Where she learned that from? Because we have to find out where she got that idea that treating somebody this way is what constitutes to a loving relationship. Where did you get the idea from? You're
a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm the most protective person in Micah because that's why.
So she says she's not the most protective person. She's not a hater. She's the most protective person. But the problem is, sis, the way you're protecting right now isn't giving me good vibes. You're upsetting me and my homegirls. I need you to stop. You're doing too much. Sometimes you got to protect from the back. You're doing way too much. You're overcompensating. It doesn't make sense. Why? Right? Chill. Like Paul, if you feel Paul's the wrong person, make your deductions, make your point clear, and be done. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's nonsense.
My best friend in the entire world, and I will never not be skeptical because of how I feel about her. And I've been there for so much, and I just think that I need more. I need more.
What are you talking about? You don't even know Paul. What more do you need from him? I'm so confused. What more do you need from him? No, deep it. What more do you need from him? What more? Right? Something's off. I guess if the ladies keep saying that, she's in love with him, maybe in love with her. Maybe that's a real thing. I don't know. Did women encounter this? Is this normal? Is this a normal thing? Do women encounter this quite a bit? Do you find that do you encounter that a lot? Like a girl can end up liking you as more than just a friend? You're saying I'm just a friend. You're saying I'm just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Is that common? I don't know. I'm a man, so this ain't really common. Do you know what I mean? This ain't common to find out your boy likes your, fancies you more than just being a friend. So is that normal, or is that a woman thing? I want to know. Okay. A girl crush. Okay, so do you got girl crushes? Okay. Okay. That happens. Okay. Girl crush. Okay, so girl crush. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so girl crushes do happen. Okay. I mean, that would make sense, because if you the way that women's sexuality works compared to men is very different. Very different. It's similar but very different. So it would make sense that there is girl crushes that happen, because it's not just necessarily lesbian or anything like that, but I can understand from the sexuality point of view. I can understand. Women can kiss each other and and do the most, and they'll be like, we're cool, and it's like, for us as guys, you can't kiss each other. You must be mad. It will never happen. But best friends can kiss each other, touch each other's asses, and touch each other's breasts. Yeah, no, brothers are not touching each other's balls. It's just not happening. I get it. I get it. Okay, I feel you. That's very true. Maybe as well. Maybe she wants to stay single. That's very true. That's very true. Some people are like that. They're jealous. They are jealous. I definitely hear you on that. When in Rome is a problem.
You're not into it? Are you being serious?
I just feel like that this wasn't meant for you. Like, you're meant to have the most spectacular every.
I don't know what she means by having the most spectacular. What spectacular is she talking about here? I'm so confused. But what's the spectacular she's talking about here? What is missing from Paul? I don't know what is missing from Paul. She never really explains what she's missing from Paul. You get what I'm saying? What is missing from Paul? Because you never really tell us what's missing. It's just more of a case of there's so much better for you. How? Why?
Everything. You're Micah. I think you deserve that. You're meant to have the best wedding of your life. You're meant to have all of those, and this isn't it.
I don't. What is it? Do you get what I'm saying to you? When you can't explain to me what the actual issue is, now I know that you're kind of in your feelings and you've got hidden agenda behind this whole situation. What is it that you're saying is so much better for you, but you never said one thing why? You just said this is it. This ain't it. Why? How'd you know? You just met him. What is it? No explanation. Tears coming out your eyes. Tears coming down your face. Girl, I got the answer. Let me take it away. Girl, you got them tears rolling down your face. Girl, I got the answer. Let me take it away. Like, what is the tears for? Okay. What is that? We still don't know why she don't like him. She never said. She never explained it.
But this isn't it.
I don't get it. I don't. Sis, you ain't said nothing. Okay? You ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing. So, sis, at this point, I now have to consider you in the hater group. She didn't even give us my intuition. She didn't even give us that. She didn't even give us that. Hey, my intuition's telling me no. You know? She didn't even give us that part. So I'm confused. I don't get it. You know, for me, I don't get that particular part. Um, yeah. So she's gonna have to explain herself. You know, she's gonna have to explain herself full time because sis, right now, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. All righty. Well, listen, that's the intuition. That's intuition. Let's see, control your emotions in the pod. What do you mean? We never spoke about the pod. But yeah, no, listen, it's real spit. Like, it's real spit because you know, these situations, honestly, it gets problematic. He needs to not marry this woman. I'll be honest with you, because our friendship group will have you divorced in 5. Well, at least Shelby will anyway. So it will either be Shelby or the marriage. And I don't want to have to. Nobody wants me in a position to say it's Shelby or the marriage, or even say, hey, look, you need to create some distance between yourself and Shelby. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that. So for me personally, like, listen, I don't want to have to ask you to separate from your friendship group. That's not what I want to do. I want to be able to go my way. You know what I'm saying? I want to go my way. Right? Listen, let me tell you this now to any guy out there, right? Let me tell you this now. If the friendship group don't like you, don't marry her. Don't. If they've got a big ass problem and they got a big ass influence on the woman, don't marry her. Because you'll be fighting not only your wife, but also her friends too. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? For the man them out there, to want to be honest with you and put it straight, if the friends don't like you, okay, and they have influence over that friend, do not marry her. And I guess for the men, for the women too, the same thing for the men. Yeah. Because where you would where that person on the other side will be like, oh my god, like, stick at it with the relationship. I know you say you want to quit, but don't. No, they'll be like, listen, girl, pack your bags, we're ready to go. Pack your bags, ready to go. Okay, get yourself ready. We got to go. Okay, so when you see, yeah, I'm not built to fight your family. I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'm not that. I'm not built to fight your family. I'm not built to try and wrestle you from your family. I don't want to have to try and prove to your family in terms of, like, you know, overcoming things. If they don't like me, I think it's best I pack my bags. I think I better leave right now before I fall any deeper. Somebody better show me how, 'cause I'm feeling weaker and weaker. I think I'm gonna leave right now before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now. Like, I need to go. It's in my head. Oh, please explain. Hey, Will Young that song was bang. You know, so if that's the case, don't try to fight and bring the whole family. Listen, the family don't like you. It's not about now. You can beat the family now, but it's about tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow's just another day. Like, you don't want to be in that space where you're having this is going to happen. You're going to argue. You're going to have problems with your partner. They're going to piss you off. He going to piss you off. You're going to piss her off, and you're going to need family who support you, because they will give you words of encouragement and words of faith to build you back up. If you got family who don't like him or her already, They can't wait for you to break up. They can't wait for bad news. Don't be entering that space, baby. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, it will. Actually, absolutely true, Ayo. It will eventually wear and tear on that relationship. No joke. It will wear and tear on that relationship. Before you know it, it's done. You understand? I'm not about to do it, man. You know. If depends. If the girl you want notices a hate from my family and you guys are in love, are you still gonna put it out? Listen, can I be honest with you? It really depends on how good she is at setting boundaries. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It really depends on how you set boundaries. Like if you're good at setting boundaries, I'm down with it. If you're not, I'm out. It's gonna hurt. I don't want to like it, but I'm out. Because again, things that are going there are foundational things when you're going into relationships and marriages. Build a relationship on a strong foundation. Why are we having shaky foundations? Like, I don't want to start on a shaky foundation. Like, we have to stop thinking that these things are small things. They're huge. I don't want that, you know? And listen, my trauma back in the day would have been like, you know what? I don't mind, me and you, Bonnie and Clyde, and I realize now, no. I don't want to do Bonnie and Clyde in a marriage and have to excommunicate people because they don't support what we're doing. I'm not saying that there aren't people that necessarily are going to have to go against the grain. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the everyday people, the normal people like me and you. I don't want to have the family where I don't want to have to be dealing with an effed up stepmom and you can't regulate that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the situation where your dad is trying to be a second husband to you. I don't want that. I'm sorry, no. I don't want that. Sorry, no. Okay? I don't want that. Okay? So for me, no. I don't want that. If that's the case, let your dad win. Okay? I'm not going to fight your dad. I don't need to fight your dad. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I believe I'm a gentleman. I believe I'm a good guy. I believe that, I'm respectful. So, that for me is all about what kind of boundaries you set. Because this is the issue. If people don't set good boundaries, that person always has a chance to come in. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got both parents that don't like you. That's madness, bro. Madness, bro. Nah, I'm all right, I'm all right. I'm okay, thank you. All right. I'm all right. I'm okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So me personally, I will never allow my family to disrespect you, blood. You should know that straight. Me, I don't play them games. They know. Me, I don't play those games. I don't play those games. Me personally, don't play it. Right? So for me, if someone tries to come for my partner, they will know straight. You can't do that. You have an issue, you let me know. But you ain't never going to disrespect my wife. It will never happen. I don't play those kind of games. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I set a precedence on how I behave. But what I don't want to be doing is having a partner who's like, I just can't do that. It's my dad. It's like, it's my mom and it's my dad. I just love them so much. Listen, they're being disrespectful. Set the pace and set the tone and let them know they can't do them things there. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't want to be, I've seen it once already. I've seen it once. I cannot say I've seen it loads of times. I've seen it once. And it don't end well when the other person can't set boundaries. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So for me, it's like, yeah, if you can't set boundaries with your family, yeah, I don't need to be in that space. I don't need to be in that space. So if I'm doing something, of course, if I'm doing something wrong, that's the difference. Yeah, Dr. B, if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm a wrong, that's different. But the reality is I come respectful. I keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? We may have, and disagreements are different from people being disrespectful. Let's say, for instance, we're haggling and saying, you know, you see the bride price as this, and I see the bride price. That's different. You know, that's a negotiation. We might disagree. Maybe there was an issue in terms of certain traditions or whatever. That's a disagreement, and it can be tough on those ones, right? But I'm talking about disrespect. I'm not about it. I'm not about it. And some families are. So when I see it, I go, is that what we're dealing with? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know. And sometimes that will mean I can't let my family have access to my partner or vice versa. But I'm telling you now, if you got a disrespectful family and you're going to be like, oh, I can't do it though. That's my family. Like, I'm going to tell you straight, that's fine. You can't do it. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Bye-bye. Because I'm very strong on my boundaries when it comes to family. You can't disrespect family. You can't disrespect my girl at all. She may be a wrong un, and you still can't disrespect her. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Maybe that's my stubbornness playing out, but the reality is I could be a wrong un. She could be a wrong un, and my family still can't. Still can't. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You have to set a precedent that, listen, when you come to the table to talk about my partner, you come respectfully. You see what I'm saying to you? Right? The dynamics have changed. I'm not a kid anymore. When I was a kid, you taught me how to respect you and mum. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So now I'm an adult. You don't get to disrespect my partner anyhow, anyway, just because you're an adult. You can be flogged in this place. Don't play with me. You know what I mean? Not literally, but you know what I mean? So it's about setting that precedence, letting people know. Yeah? Letting people know straight up. That's not how I play my things. My mom and dad can't do them things. Will I listen to the counsel of them? Yes. Would I ask for their blessing? Yes. You know, of course, all those things, but they can't disrespect the thing. The girl could be even bad to me, still can't disrespect the thing. They have to come respectfully. That's what I'm saying. You know? Yeah, that's what it is. Have to be respectful. There are too many marriages that are being ended because of influence from parties in law. I need you on, and the marriage is hard enough. I need you on side. You see what I'm saying to you? Marriage is hard enough. I need you on side. I don't need you fighting against me too. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Now my parents, I know my parents, they're never gonna they're not disrespectful people. I've had girlfriends before, they've never been disrespectful. So I know they won't ever do that. You know, I know that. I don't want to go and I've dated other people's I date other girls, and I've never met a disrespectful partner and disrespectful parent. You know, I've never met one. Can I be honest with you? I've never met one. All the partners that I've ever dated, their parents have been really cool, right? Do you know what I'm saying to you? But the reality is, and you know, we have to be unified. You know, we have to be unified in the way that we approach these situations. So yeah. You see what I'm saying to you? See, that's what I'm trying to say. Stuff like that, Karina, that's what I'm trying to say to you. See stuff like that, yeah? I'm the type to fly off the handle, blood. You understand? And say something wild, but I have to keep my cool. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to, it's not going to happen that my parents could say something about my partner. They would never do that anyway, in that way. But, and so, what? Listen, and any family member who's an extension of my family can never. Let me tell you something. If you're cool enough and you're close enough, you should know I don't play them games. You try me, you're going to get flogged. Okay? You try me, you're going to get flogged. Okay? And I expect the same thing on the other side. Like, so long as I'm not being a prick and a bastard and being mean and being rude and talking out the side of my neck, because I'm a person as well, I won't be disrespectful. Even though it's your mum and dad, I won't be disrespectful. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I wouldn't do that either. I live by that code. So the fact that someone can do that and be disrespectful, you know, I like certain rules too. You know what I mean? Parents just can't be dropping by the house anyhow, anytime. I'm sorry, please. It don't work with me that way. I don't like them things. You understand? You don't call. You don't text before you come and drop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just come and knock on my. Don't just become knocking on my house door and saying we're here. No, 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 no. What if I was busy? What if I was naked in my house? Don't do that. You understand what I'm saying to you? What if I was making love to your daughter? Don't do that. Don't do that. Call a text ahead of time. Let me know you're coming through. You know? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Don't do that. Yeah? That's not how I play my things. Respect the thing. Yeah? The drop bys, yeah. Don't do them things there. You call and you get through, you say, hey, we're thinking about coming to see you. All right, cool. No worries at all. No worries at all. Oh, babe, my dad and mom said they want to come over next week. Okay, great. No worries. Let them come over. Right? None of that stuff flying by, bro. Keep it respectful. That's what I'm saying. Keep it cute, keep it respectful. All right? I don't play them games out here. When they start dropping these bars, I don't drop these bars. I don't like that kind of stuff, man. That's nonsense. I hate that kind of stuff. You know, I don't do disrespect very well. So you can tell, I'm sure. You know, and you ain't getting a whisper like that. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not, but no, I would tell my babe, like, listen, babe, just handle that, man. You know, so that's so sad. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, and you know, listen. Can I be honest with you guys as well? Look, you know, I'm just because maybe I have a personal experience. Family staying with you can be very difficult. So let's not try and make this a regular thing. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Family staying with you. Let's not try to make that a regular thing. You understand what I'm saying to you? It happens though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does happen. People need to stay with you, friends, family sometimes. But let's not make it a regular occurrence. You know what I'm saying? On both our sides. Okay. Right? I love that. But let's not make it a regular occurrence. Okay. Just want to keep it real. Because people just be adding too much energy into the household that I don't be liking. Okay? Just saying. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Just be careful with that kind of stuff. Okay? Just be careful. I'm just saying, many a men have fallen prey to the family friend. Just saying it. Many a men have fallen prey to the family friend that their people are helping out there, whether it's your family friend or his family friend. I'm just telling you right now, many a men have fallen prey to this. Okay? It's too close encounters. The house is not big enough to have this extra party in there. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? Trust me, you need to keep that. Listen, tell them to find a B&B, bro. You know, let's not make it a 3-month affair. Nah, can you get someone else to stay there? This is a married house. Can they stay somewhere else? Okay? Can they stay somewhere else? All right. It's not the marriage home you're coming to stay. Find one of the single people who are renting somewhere else or in a mortgage. Let them go and stay there. I'm sorry. Let them go and stay there. Many of men have fallen prey. You don't understand. Okay. All right. You're right, Chrissy, too. That's actually true. Anybody can fall. I'm telling you, I'm not playing these games. I'm not playing these games. All right, Chrissy, with the thickness and the DP. Okay, baby. All right, Chrissy, don't hurt us now. Don't hurt us now. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to play these games. Okay? I'm telling you, me personally, from what I've seen, this is too close to home. So yes, you want to stay for a week. You stay for a week and pack your bags and go and find one of the single people. Because me personally, I can't do it. Okay? It's too close to home. You see what I'm saying to you? Yeah? It's too close to home. Yeah? I'm just saying, you know, just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? So the only way this can happen is immediate family, but even then, I'm being very careful about it. You know what I mean? All right? The only way your mom and my mom get to stay is when they're babysitting. Okay? Yeah? Just being real about it, you know? Just being real about it, you know? But again, I like to say this as well. There are some mums out there, you know, not even a lot of mums who are not interfering, don't do too much, you know, But when your child is your child, to stay in a house with them for a very long time when they're married, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough not to say something to your daughter or say something to your son when you're hearing an argument and you're hearing how it goes. It's going to be tough not to want to add your 2 pence in. You know what I'm saying to you? It's going to be tough not to say something. You don't want to say anything, but you feel like you want to add your wisdom. Yeah, we don't need it right now. You're privy to too much conversation. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, these are just little rules that should be adhered to. They can be broken, but I would say most times adhere to them because there's too much danger out there, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Nice little conversation at the end as well. But yeah, the in-law, the in-law stuff is mad. Trust me. Maybe we should do a live one day. I wonder if anyone's got any like horror stories or whatever. I wonder. Tell you that straight, All right, guys. We're gonna love you too, Wenny. Love you too. Love you all, guys. Love you all. Gotta say it every day, guys. Remember, we gotta say it. We gotta say we love each other every day, because we don't want anyone to feel like they're not loved. You know what I mean? We don't want anyone to feel like they're not loved. You gotta say I love you every day and explain why you love them. Okay? All right, every day. Every day. Okay? Every day. If you don't know, it's a personal joke, guys. If you're new to the channel, it's a personal joke. Don't worry, it's a personal joke. We have a bit of banter around here as well. When you watch Love is Blind. But listen, we appreciate you guys, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And you guys know we don't want to leave you with something. Oh, sorry, the reason why I was late today, actually, I was designing the new merch. So I was up till 10 a.m. in the morning designing the new merch. And when I finished the merch on the site that I was doing it on, the site crashed. I was so pissed. The new merch will be up in a few days, actually. I've designed it now. And so it should be up in a few days as well. So you should see it on the website, and you see the links also in the chat as well. So don't worry about it. We've got some new stuff coming. I've redesigned a few things, but I got you. Okay. All right. So just say it. Okay. And listen, when you're talking to someone, make sure you talk to them this way. You feel me? Don't disrespect the thing. You understand? Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to keep it cool and calm and collected. You know what I'm saying? So when I leave this place, I'm leaving with something. You feel me? I appreciate you. Listen, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And yeah, we're going to see you again very, very soon. Okay?
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Someone asked me getting the blankets. I've designed the blankets too, so don't worry about that. You get some Mineral Gang blankets too. We got that coming as well. Okay, so we got you. All right, we got you. All right. I appreciate you guys.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
It's not on her watch. Love, peace, and hope, keys. I appreciate you.